Time to musk up. Wow.
All right, back again. So I was able to secure a sample of Dior Riviera, the new release from in the Dior Privee line, and I've been hearing some good things. And this is a replacement to the older fig fragrance that they had called Balade Sauvage. This solar like fig, fruity, almost sand-like. This is one of my favorite, well, not one of my, is my favorite fig fragrance. So when I heard it was gonna get discontinued, I was really disappointed. And I'm not really surprised, because they're gonna have to make space for Francis Kurkdjian's creation. So Demaché's stuff is gonna have to go. So if there's certain ones that you do like from that Privee line that were made by Francis Kurkdjian, or excuse me, by Francois Demacché, then you might have to jump on it. But nonetheless, really love this stuff. And we have today, what I'm talking about is Dior Riviera. There is the ingredient list. Now I look at this because I tend to gauge how complex a fragrance is by how many ingredients there is. And as you can see, there isn't many, but you can't just use that sometimes. This is right up my alley, pretty much. I love green fragrances. As you know, Synthetic Jungle, Number 19, Night Clubbing, just enjoy them all around. And the only notes that they gave us here was fig. I don't know if it was specifically fig leaf or yeah, fig leaf and rose. That's all they gave us. But there's definitely more in here. I almost get this kind of prickly kind of galbanum spiciness, greenness coming out of this fragrance. I don't get much fig fruitiness. I don't get really any lactonic kind of milky fig milk vibes here. I definitely get some fig woodiness here, but it's mostly the fig leaf mixing with that galbanum, and there's 100% white florals in this. I'm definitely getting some kind of jasmine, greenness from a jasmine, and I'm definitely getting some watery tea-like notes from a note of lily of the valley here, 100%. At the top, I don't really get that much rose, although I do see like this very light red hue here, almost pastel in color when I smell this. I wore it yesterday, and about a couple of hours in, this gets like a little bit sweeter, and I think it's coming from the rose. I'm not sure, or possibly from the fruitiness from the fig. But like I said, not a lot of it. This is not strong. I would say this will probably, it's almost like this fragrance here, very similar. When I smelled this, it didn't smell like a Francis Kurkdjian fragrance. And that was one thing I was worried about, was that if Francis Kurkdjian would just extend his MFK line into the Dior Privee line, and that's not the case here. Everything here feels nicely done, feels classic, feels like a classic perfume, almost has some vintage touches here, but made with modern materials. There's no kind of mainstream thing going on here, and so this is a good sign from the brand. And like I've said before, green fragrances seem to be in, and I'm all for it. The more green, the better. And like I said, it's not loud, and so that's really what I like. There's no heavy synthetic materials fooling you into thinking it lasts longer. Definitely maybe some muskiness here, but those white laundry musks that he likes to use in the MFK line, I don't get here. I think this is a nice release. This is definitely a good release. The only thing that sucks is that I used to buy these in 220, in the year 2020. We all know what happened, but I used to buy them on sale, 220 minus 50, so I would pay $170 plus tax for them all day, no problem. But nowadays, they're over 300 now. But you still can get them on sale. I'll put up the sales rep that helped me out, gave me the sample. at Saks but Saks that's on Fifth Avenue in New York City, and she always throws in samples. So if you call her, let her know. I think she'll definitely help you out. And I think they have a sale soon, so you'll be able to get some money off of a bottle. Very nicely made. I would say if you like things like Number 19, if you like fragrances like Synthetic Jungle, if you like things like the top of night clubbing, fragrances like that, I think you'll definitely like this release. It's not complex, it doesn't change much, but what you smell in the beginning smells very good, and so it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, he showed a lot of restraint here. It's very nice. Do I like it more than Balade Sauvage? No, but this is definitely nice add to the collection as far as the Dior Privee line. All right, let me know if you tried this. Take care, guys. Bye, and ladies.